Alright, I mean, if everyone says we don't need Clark.
Also, remind me when we are done. We need to send Artius a message and apologize for leaving the tea, but I don't care. Let's go.
I mean, just yesterday, Clark was a big deal. I thought we needed to say.
We did. We needed him to take us to the castle, but if your new friend will lead us there without him, we don't need the bugbear.
Jarl, you do know where the castle is, right?
Sure. Jarl knows where castle is.
Inside check.
Is he lying to me? 22.
Ooh, that's good.
You don't think that he's lying. You just think that he's maybe not lying.
20, not natural.
You don't think he's a survivalist, so
Yeah.
you kind of hope that he just knows the way back to the castle here. You don't know.
Fingers crossed.
It's
Yeah.
either follow him or go and try to save the bugbear and die. So
I could
I was just
sneak in
saying,
and
we
grab the
save a
plans.
bugbear. That's a really big, strong friend we've just made.
Spruce, we will not be able to beat this dragon. We just
Alright,
need to go.
I'm just saying we should
Please.
weigh all of our options.
I am, and the scale with the dragon on it broke everything. Let's leave.
Alright. Rest in peace, Clark.
I'm basically
You're a good bugbear.
I'm trying to push everyone towards the door at this point, and I will carry the goblin out if I have to.
Cut away to Clark, like, dying heroically in battle against a dragon.
Acid burning all of his fur off.
Oh yeah, you don't want to see that room. It's a mess. Goblin parts are everywhere, and wolf parts, but that's beside the point.
And treasure.
So we're leaving. We're leaving.
Just to be clear, just because I'm curious, are you wearing the goblin like goose in the front of you, and he's like trying to point the way?
Who, me or Spruce?
You, because you picked up the goblin.
Yeah, I'll put him on. I'll carry him like a fucking baby carrier.
I love that. What a great image. Okay.
He's struggling immensely because Reef has a mic, so to his strength.
You're
So
stronger than I.
So he's struggling a little, but he's doing it because he's panicking right now.
And you guys are
Please.
making a mad dash for the door, yeah?
Yeah,
I guess.
Okay.
go.
Make me quick dexterity saving throws, assuming, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but assuming that you're sliding down the steep slope just outside the cave-in that you were staying in.
Is there another way down besides sliding down?
You would have to go to where the bridge got cut out, and
That's
then...
right.
Nope.
That's our best escape.
Yeah.
14?
So
Okay.
I'm about to roll.
It's average?
Who wants to bet it will be under 5?
Nope. You're gonna roll nat 20 this time.
Natural 20! Oh my god!
Hey!
Hey!
Yo,
I
we
assume it's
twitted because I got a nat 20 also!
Also, I just want to say, it was on the grog die, so...
Sona, what did you get on your saving throw?
A 25.
Alright, so here's what's great.
That's a 23 that's a 23 for Reef.
I mean, it's only a 21 for me, so.
3 of you are doing the most spectacular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles dirt slide that you've ever seen. And you just, like, hit the ground running.
Reef and I have done this before, right?
Apparently, yes.
Well, no, like, isn't this the way we got flushed out earlier?
No,
No,
Oh,
that was in the water.
Yeah, so you guys just, like, slide down like bosses. Cooper makes it down fine. He just, like, does it a little more tactfully and a little lower to the ground.
The rogue fucked up the deck save?
It's great. And then you just hit the ground
Yeah, the
running,
room was
and you're
fine.
running for the
Oh,
door.
okay, I thought he was, I didn't hear what happened to Sona, so I thought so.
Oh, yeah, no, she's right there with us.
Okay. Everyone...
And as you run for the door, you do hear the whining of coming out of one of the cave that you passed earlier that had the stairs that lead up into it. The whining of animals as you're running for the door.
I'm running down that cave.
Yep,
Spruce,
same
no!
here.
I'm gonna try to grab
It's too
Spruce.
late. It's too late. I'm going.
Can I still
I-
roll to try and grab him?
You've got a goblin on a papoose.
That's true.
Can I
You
roll
can
at disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Well,
And
I'm actually...
What am
I'm
I
actually
rolling?
going with Spruce as well.
strength.
Your screen. Okay.
I know, it went green for a minute.
You're trying to grapple me, so you're making an athletics check against my
Athletics check
acrobatic.
at disadvantage.
Yes,
Uh,
because papoose.
even at disadvantage, that's an 18.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Okay, so you grab Spruce by the collar.
Spruce, no!
Sona,
we don't
did you
have
also
time.
run into the cave though?
I did.
I ran into the cave.
Okay.
Guys, we don't have time!
All right. So Reef, you caught Spruce. But Cooper and Sona ran into the cave because whining dogs. Am I right? You see that there are 3 wolves chained to, and they're like chained to the floor, and there's like a spike.
There's a what?
There's a spike,
Oh.
like driven into the ground. It's like they're all on a chain, and they're all connected to this spike. But they're like whining and they're scrabbling, and they're pulling against their chains, like they're trying to break free.
Yeah.
Why did I choose winter?
Damn.
Should have done like spring.
I don't have anything that could.
And they're making those sounds that like make you sad whenever you
Yeah.
hear them coming out of a
I'm
dog.
gonna
Like,
try to pull the spike out of the ground.
okay,
I'm still trying to drag Reef to the door.
I'm still trying to go back down that hallway.
how are you trying to do?
If I
you
got
just,
his if I got his collar. I
Oh
would've-
no.
Oh, him.
I'm
Oh, him.
sure
No,
that
fine.
I'm sure that you're doing fine.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how Cooper's trying to get the spike out of the ground.
If anything, I'm gonna like step on the chains as a fulcrum to try to
I have
pull
a
the
way.
spike up.
I have a
Sona's got-
crowbar. I have a crowbar. I could just
Okay.
use as leverage on the ground.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to help each other, just make me athletics check to pull it out.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So wait,
15.
is it just one of us or both of us?
It's someone is helping someone here, and I'm going to assume since Noah already rolled that you're helping him. So
Yeah.
if you want
Okay.
to take advantage, you can. But you said 15.
15.
You can leverage the spike out.
Okay.
It's just like a railroad spike that was driven into the ground.
Yep.
Railroad-esque spike.
Yeah.
That was driven into the ground.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so you leverage that out, and the dog, chain's still on them. They completely ignore you and just dash for the cave entrance,
That's fine.
and they just run out.
Yep. All right. Come on, let's get back. We gotta get out of here.
I do a quick check to see if there's anything else in here.
No, but there is a rock tunnel at the back of the cave, like a shaft that goes straight up, and you can hear some nasty swelching sounds coming down from there.
Okay.
You
I just
do
wanted to
not
make
think-
sure there weren't any more animals.
No, there are no animals that you can see.
Okay. Let's go.
All right.
They come
we
back
run
out. I'm still pulling on Spruce.
Okay, yeah, and
Goblin.
you guys outside, you just saw like 3 wolves with chains wrapped around their necks just go tearing out through the.
They're fine. Let's go. And
All right, I'm still waiting for our friends.
they'll come back. Come on.
What's my speed? Only 30.
You can save yourself, but I'm waiting for my friend.
Oh.
Mhm.
They're not even friends. They're just coworkers.
Damn.
I don't know how long it takes us for.
Fine.
No, I mean you exit the cave. I'm not worried about what your actual walking speed is right now. You guys do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just leave.
Yep. Going, running, sprinting after the pups.
I leave once I see Sona come out.
Okay.
Oh, just Sona?
She was behind you.
Oh, okay.
She was the last one out.
It's true.
Okay. So you make your way out of the cave. What is it that you would like to do now that you're outside the cave?
I'm gonna.
Which way do you want to go?
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look down at Jarl. It's like, which way?
The tunnel. The tunnel leads back to the road.
Tunnel we just left.
What?
No.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember how you got here?
Oh, okay. Follow
Oh!
me. Follow me. I'm gonna look for the trail Spruce made, and try to find it back to the road.
Well, it's by the mouth of the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he said the tunnel,
Well,
so we gotta
no,
go back
'cause-
under the ground where he and Spruce were.
If you remember, yeah, he's saying the tunnel. The trail that you made of plants that was above ground,
Above ground,
and that
so we gotta go
that-
underground.
No,
Well,
but that
that
trail
ended-
leads back to the road.
We could just follow the trail of plants that I made.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Is find that trail, follow it back to the road.
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty obvious. So once you see it, there's a crow in the trees above you that starts cawing incredibly loudly, and you hear a roar from inside the cave. You think you better start booking it. So
Run faster! Go!
excellent.
Running.
Are
So
we
you run.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Tell me what you were
Are
going to
we
say.
following the stream?
So the stream kind of just spills out right outside the cave. It just kind of spills out into the nasty, mucky of the
Okay,
air.
so there's no like river of water.
Yeah, it doesn't flow anywhere in particular other than just kind of like push around the muck walk just outside the cave. Okay, so you're running along this plant trail back. The one thing that you all notice, and I won't have you roll perception checks because this is incredibly... the mud is incredibly churned up around this trail of plants. Some of them are kind of like pushed down into the mud, still clear enough that you can follow the trail. But you definitely see like claw marks digging into the mud. You think this is probably the way that the dragon came whenever it arrived. But you do make it to the end of the trail of plants. What would you like to do from here?
Because we're still not to the road yet.
Yes. If you recall, you walked for several hours into the swamp before you accidentally fell into and made the way. So,
Can we see our tracks?
Everyone stand back.
well, Jarl is now cursing because you didn't listen to his and follow the tunnel and didn't explain why. He's like, the dragon's gonna get up. We can't be out in the open. This is insane. But anyone who wants to can roll me a perception check. Yes, Joe.
Oh, I was just gonna go just past the collapse in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Because I assume we can see where it fell in.
Yeah,
That's
there's kind of a depression there.
Yeah, I was gonna
23
go
perception.
sort of just on the other side of that, and I was going to try to disrupt the earth by casting Thunder Wave to get us an opening into the tunnel.
Okay, so you're just like directing it straight at the earth.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, if it was shallow enough for them to fall in through a collapse, it should probably do that. I don't know.
So I should at least be able to punch a hole so we can get into the tunnel for the rest of the... Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Roll me...
An Arcana check?
No.
Just
Just
spell
roll me the damage die.
Oh,
How much
sure.
damage are you doing to the ground?
Real
2.
quick, what did I get for my 23 perception?
And I got an 18.
Okay. What you two see, in your quick look around, you see marks on the trees that look deliberate to you. They weren't marks that you followed in because you didn't really follow marks going into the swamp, but now that you're here and you notice that there appear to be marks. They're kind of like low on the tree. And to like normally they would probably just look like scratches, but they look deliberate to you. Sorry, what did you say, Joe?
7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. Let me see.
I did not roll well.
You feel the ground underneath of you shake. Like you clearly disrupted something under the earth, but it's not enough to immediately collapse in anything.
Can I do I get
I'm
what
gonna
he's
go
doing? Oh, okay.
I'm just going to do
Yeah.
it again.
Well, I mean, for you, Reef, like you clearly see him casting Thunder Wave. Like it's not hidden in any way. It's very obvious.
Well,
In fact,
I can also hear him. He's casting Thunder Wave. It's loud.
Oh, it's very loud.
Yeah, it's super loud. And Jarl is screaming at him actually for making so much noise.
Spruce, what the? You need to stop. You're just gonna lead him right here.
You cast it again though, yeah?
Yeah, as I'm saying that, he just casts it again.
This one does another 7 damage because I'm rolling like shit for damage.
Okay. But 7 damage is enough. So you kind of collapse a hole in the ground. It's kind of a ditch. Roll me a dexterity saving throw because
Absolutely.
you're kind of casting it underneath of you.
Yeah.
Has it been an hour, by the way, since we ran out of the tunnel?
10.
Yes, it's probably been at least an hour.
Okay.
10? Okay. That's enough. You fall down into the hole, but you're doing it.
Yeah.
So you kind of like fall down into the depression, but just like before, you can see that the earth around it is very quickly collapsing in on it to close it back up.
Could I try to use Druidcraft to maybe have the roots kind of come in and try to hold it back as best I can, to at least slow it down?
Yes. Yeah, you can try to do that.
Okay.
Roll me an Arcana check to see how well you can do it with this cantrip.
Absolutely. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good roll. 14.
14. I mean, you think it'll stay open. You think that it's a decision that everyone else has to make immediately to jump down into this tunnel with you?
The
Cooper's
tunnel's
going
this
down.
way.
Fine, okay. I go in. Is everybody else going in?
Yep.
Okay.
Cooper jumped in.
I'll be the last one to go in.
Okay. And Sildar, who is still with you, but also jumps into the hole.
Yeah.
Okay. You
As
are.
soon as everyone's passed, I'll let it collapse.
So
behind
we're in
us.
the tunnel. I'm assuming it's pretty dark.
Yeah. So the earth collapses in behind you, and you're standing in this tunnel. You notice that it's kind of the same as what went the other way. You can see that there's sort of like wooden beams, simple wooden beams that kind of like hold up the ground around. And you can see right above where you dropped in, your thunder wave like clearly fractured a wooden beam, and that's how you got the tunnel to collapse. But now all of that is kind of filled in, so you're just kind of
We
left in
can't.
this
I'm
tunnel.
assuming I can't. I know I probably can't see, and I guess Spruce can't see because we don't have dark vision,
No,
and Cooper can't see either because I don't think Cooper has it either.
nope.
Nope.
Only Sona can see in the dark.
Okay, I'm gonna grab hold of the rope that's holding Jarl and cast light.
A glow-in-the-dark papoose.
So now there is just light emanating from my chest.
Okay.
And now that we can see, I'll start walking down the cave and tell everyone to follow me.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for anything we see. We might
Yeah.
notice.
Um.
And checking in with Jarl to make sure we're going the right way.
Well, you can pretty much only go the one way.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the arrow say? Yeah, I mean, you're just in a cave, so Jarl doesn't have a lot to say other than, keep walking forward, which is pretty much what you're doing. You do feel that the immediate danger is probably past because you are underground now. Is there anything else you would like to do while you're walking?
Reef probably would just stay quiet and keep going. He doesn't have anything to do.
Okay.
Right. I don't know about the others. You guys got anything?
I'll probably report in.
Oh,
To
right.
to Ardius? Okay, what is it that you want to attempt to say to him?
Hey, not to alarm you.
Great.
Great start.
That cave that you saw we were in.
Mm-hmm.
Black Dragon entered, so that was fun. We got out safe. Unfortunately, we weren't be able to save the bugbear like he asked us to. And
You
your
get a
teeth-
message in
teeth still in
response.
there.
You do get a message back from him, and he says, "What?" and that's more or less it. He says, "Is Sildar
Wait.
still with you?"
Yeah, he's still with us, but apparently 2 of the party members knew the Black Dragon's name, Voragamantar?
Vorag Hemanthar.
Voragamanthar, yeah.
Okay. Yes. Don't interact with him.
Yeah, that's why
Is
we
that
slipped
is that
out.
fair? Did you
Yeah.
interact with him at all?
No.
Just okay. Well, don't do it.
But, yeah.
That if that wasn't clear before, it's very vital that you hear me. Don't interact with the Black Dragon.
I still
I
think we could.
wasn't planning on it.
He's very dangerous.
So I have gathered from our 2 party members who seem very knowledgeable about this Black Dragon.
He's a fast talker. So don't speak with him. Don't interact with him. Just avoid him as best as possible. And get back to the road as quickly as possible.
That might
the
be
tea
a
is
little
whatever.
difficult. We're not on the road. We're under it currently.
The tunnel takes us to the road.
Hmm.
What?
Yeah, we're in a tunnel that apparently leads to where we need to go.
A tunnel under the mirror?
Under the mirror. And I'm
That-
going to describe what I can see.
Okay.
to
I mean,
him.
yeah,
Tunnel.
it's mucky. It's nasty. You can see that there are wooden planks that are actually laid out on the floor to kind of keep the floor dry. And you can see that there are these wooden supports that go up around and keep the tunnel kind of in place. But other than that, it's just kind of this low tunnel. It's 5 feet probably tall. It's not a big tunnel. So yeah.
Yeah, I still.
Bruce is
share with
crouching.
him.
He's like, what? Okay, that's where. How did you find this tunnel?
We found it on our way to that cave where we found Sildar.
We
By
fell down
accident.
it earlier.
Two of our party members fell down it earlier, but we came back to it,
Excellent.
reopened it. It's been a whole wonderful adventure.
Good. That sounds like an adventure.
I gotta
think
play my
they-
winter.
I think that you all are doing a just bang up job. Great.
You can say that again.
You know what? I'm gonna leave you to it. It sounds like you're handling this.
Please don't leave me.
Just keep Sildar safe. That's the important thing. Please, God, keep him safe. Get him back to the road.
Hey, Sildar. Sildar, you doing okay?
Yes, I'm doing fine. Are you?
Yeah, he's fine.
Is that Ardius there?
Yeah. Just calling into him.
Does he want to talk to me? No,
Does he want to talk to me? Can I talk to him?
No, we were just finishing up. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's fine. It's cool. It's fine.
Man, if I was Autumn, I would be like, yeah, sure.
we're just rounding.
Excellent. Yeah, so you hang up the Echo's tone. Like a minute. And Sildar just says, Ardius is a good friend. He's a good friend to have.
So it starts munching on some rations.
Not a very diplomatic group here. No. Okay. And then he just and then
I mean,
just back into
you weren't
silence.
conscious for it, but we tried that once, and then one of us stabbed someone while we were going through. Yeah.
That's true. That's it. Well, he was conscious for that, if you
He was
remember
like-
correctly.
Yeah, he was
He-
conscious. He was just at 1 hit point.
Yeah, he was conscious. That was right before he got thrown off a cliff.
I'm gonna speak up and be
Um,
like, I mean, I tried. Okay, he was just being very stubborn, And
No, I'm really confused. What happened? Like, from my angle, I saw it was going really well.
it was going really well, and then he
I
just...
feel like we're getting all the answers we really asked for. Then you just kind of stabbed a guy.
I vaguely remember that happening.
It's a long story, but he was just... It didn't end well. We'll leave it at that.
I was in the room. It was going fine.
It didn't end well.
I mean, it didn't, but...
Yeah, Spruce almost died. Sildar almost died.
I've already died like 3 times.
You haven't died.
I've gone unconscious.
So what did I? I failed 2 death saving throws.
Yes,
No, that's Sona being like...
What are these
I must ask the
death
question.
saving throws you speak of?
I must ask the question. Have you all traveled? I assume, forgive me if I'm assuming too much here, I assume that you all have never traveled together before.
No.
No.
Oh, this is our
I
maiden voyage.
met these guys when I got invited to... Well, actually, it was a snobby-ass tea shop.
Oh, yes, the tea of life. Yes.
Frankly,
Well, that's just the clientele. I mean,
I'd rather deal with the Black Dragon.
Oh, well,
honestly, I thought
nobility
those young
being
people were so nice.
You weren't there.
they can be.
He did. He went over there.
Yeah, I went over
Did
to
he?
the tea
He
shop.
did. He didn't see them interact with you.
Yeah, no.
Oh, right.
I
okay,
gave them.
sorry, my
I
bad.
gave them like a slam poetry performance of the history of
Right,
Munster, and,
right. Okay.
Yeah.
and
It's
they
very
loved it.
Well, nobility being what it is, you just have to understand the ins and outs of high society. Believe me, once you understand the decorum, they can actually be very nice people. That's my experience, anyway.
If you say so.
Sure.
Sona, I have to ask. You seem very how do I put this in a good way? You seem very moody.
That was
Okay,
not a
wait,
good
my
way.
white hair?
Can I stealth to safety?
You're wearing a light, so no.
Stealth to safety in this cave with no visible thing.
I just
Excellent.
In this one-way tunnel.
I mean, telling someone they act moody. So I just want to get out of the way.
I mean, hey. I will tell you that about this time, you do reach an impasse in the tunnel. It appears that someone has bricked up a large section of it. And you are now standing in front of that section of wall.
We could
And-
try knocking.
Jarl, what is
Jarl.
this?
This was not here.
We could always try knocking.
This was not here before.
How long ago was that?
Well, I mean, the only time we used the tunnel before was, well, see, the cave. The cave. It, well, lizard folk used to stay there. But then we needed it. So we took it. And we chased them down their tunnel. Yeah. And that
Wait,
was
so
the last
this-
time.
It was a lizard folk tunnel originally.
Yes.
So
Oh.
either some of your other goblin friends put this up, or the lizard folk did to keep you away.
Oh, yeah, no, not goblins. No,
So
the only goblins in Mir were in the cave.
Sona, do you
Of
still
our
have
goblin.
that crowbar?
I don't see how a crowbar is going to help us against a brick wall.
Maybe.
I mean, I can try to break it down.
I mean, yeah, we can try to break it down. It would take a while, but I can probably shoot some stuff at it to try.
I'm
to
gonna
break it
cast
down.
Thunderwave.
Oh, that can happen again.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Is that cantrip?
Nope.
No,
Sit.
It is
wait,
not.
Spruce. Wait.
11 damage.
Fuck.
excellent.
And the
You
beams,
make
the beams in the top of the cave break, and we're buried.
No, I'm directing it right into the wall.
so you're standing like right. You have like your hands on.
I'm like
What are you
at the
doing?
wall and I'm pushing it back through the wall. It is not even affecting the tunnel behind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Um,
thank God.
Yeah, it weakens it.
Well, I got it started, but that's all I can do.
I'm gonna firebolt the wall.
Sure. Roll to hit it. I think.
On a brick wall, I have to roll to hit.
Yeah, it has an AC.
You could roll a 1.
Fair. I mean, with how I've rolled tonight, I probably will roll. Let's watch. Actually, that's a
Also, just a heads up, no one get hurt. I can't.
that's a 21.
Yeah, excellent job. How much
What?
damage do you do to it?
Make sure I got the right dice. I don't use this a lot. Do I add anything to that, or is it just the dice roll?
Just.
I
the
think it's
dice
just
roll.
the dice roll.
3.
3. Excellent. You smolder a little chunk of the.
I mean, it's a cantrip. I can keep chucking firebolts at it all night if I have to.
It's also
You
fire
sure
on
can.
brick, and we sure would.
Say again?
Does everyone have a sledgehammer? Something heavy?
No.
Oh my god, this is.
Wait, you said it's like a brick wall?
Yeah, it's a brick wall.
I would like to try something.
Okay.
I have a hammer. And I have some
two
pythons.
spells left.
I would like to hammer the pythons into like the cross sections of the brick in a fashion that once I hit them enough, it'll just split down the center.
Okay.
It's gonna take time.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, so we'll worry about as you're hammering away at pitons. You just go ahead and do that. Everyone else. Is there anything else you guys want to do while you're waiting for this to happen?
While she's doing that,
Yeah.
Reef will turn to look at Cooper and Spruce, and he'll ask them, like, we have time. Why, in every god's name, did you think it was okay to go back for those dogs? I have to ask, because if we're going to keep working together, I know people working with here. Why did you think that was a good idea? There's a black dragon killing everybody else in the cave. It's, from what Spruce said, it's faster than most other creatures. And we needed to escape to survive. And you thought, hey, there's some dogs that need help. Let's go save them. I get that sucks. Trust me, I get it. But we got lucky in the fact that didn't slow us down enough that the dragon caught up. Especially with you casting Thunderwave later to tell him exactly where we were. If he was around to hear it.
It's true. Thunderwave does make a very loud noise.
So all three of you risked everyone's lives for some dogs that are either dead or running through the mirror and are probably going to die before the night's over. Why did any of you think that was a good idea?
First of all, they were wolves, and they're probably able to fend for themselves in the.
Yeah, sure. 3 wolves facing off against the dragon. Yeah,
Dragon's not going to go after some random wolves in the.
Everyone
Got a cave
likes,
full of goblins to eat.
everyone likes a snack, and you think a dragon's going to be satisfied that easily?
Why is it going to go for the wolves that'll bite back when it can find, like, some merchant?
Causes less of a problem if three wolves turn up dead rather than a human that might have people come looking for him.
I don't know if a dragon can differentiate between human and wolves.
I'm pretty sure they can.
I just care for all animals.
If I
That's-
can make one
that's
creature's
great,
life
but-
better, my life has been worth it. That's how I
Cool.
see it.
You made 3 wolves' lives better while endangering 5 others.
You could have
So-
kept going, and you clearly wanted to.
Yeah, because I wanted to have everybody survive. You do
Just saying.
more. You can do more good if you survive. Yeah, you might lose some stuff along the way, but it's better to survive to do more good later.
I'm just saying, we all made a choice. You chose differently. You're free to take your own path in life. You don't have to follow us. And you shouldn't try to
trust me,
force us to follow you.
Trust me, I wish I didn't have to follow you, but I have to be here. So
I mean,
that's how
Spruce,
Reef
you,
sees.
you remember a conversation that you had recently in a dream. That you're just like, you know what? My teacher would be proud of me. And you think that she is wherever she is. In other news, Sona,
Yes.
you have
That's
been
me.
pounding pittons? Whatever.
I-
Acid just comes breaking through the brick.
Yes, acid comes breaking through the brick. You're dead. No.
No, it's lightning sand.
You're nailing these things in. And as you nail the last one in, and everything begins to crack, 3 javelins come punching through the roof
Oh, boy.
of the tunnel. Yes.
Okay.
They all miss you, but you now see that there are 3 javelins just like punching down through the roof, and you hear noise over top. And if you can roll me a quick perception check, Sona, and everyone else can too, if you want to.
Ooh, that's good.
Perception.
21.
14.
21. Excellent. So, Sona, you hear something, and it is in, it's in Draconic.
I know that.
You do know that. Out of curiosity, how do you? Just so I can give you a more accurate description of what you're hearing.
I would like to think that I just learned it through studies.
Okay. Okay. So it's kind of
So-
like,
I probably haven't heard much of it, except
Mhm.
through, like, if someone's reading a book to you who kind of knows the language, and they're
Right,
saying it to you,
right.
it's not like someone who knows the language.
Books on
And
tape.
it's, yeah. Sure. Basically, yeah.
well, did you ever take
God.
like Spanish or French
I
or like
took-
any kind
I
of
took
language?
sign
Children's
language.
stories.
Okay.
Teaching you how to read.
Even in sign language, you know how like you learn the correct way in the classroom, and then there's the way that people actually do
Yes,
whatever
I
they're
do.
signing.
Yep.
Okay, this is what you get from this Draconic. Is like you learn an incredibly proper, like grammatically sterile language that
Yeah.
was Draconic, and then this is like hearing the people on the street level who would laugh at you if you actually tried to speak grammatically correct Draconic at them. Like
Love it.
that's what you're hearing above you.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Yeah, it's like hearing English but with a Brooklyn accent, and you just hear these people, whatever they are, talking above you.
You need to do a Brooklyn accent for this after that
Yo
description. You know that,
necesito-
right?
Hey, oh, it's Brooklyn. Hey,
Hey.
To anyone who might be watching this, and I'd like to apologize.
Apologize
what
for Brooklyn.
on behalf of all Brooklyn, what you hear is you hear voices. The noise came from down here. I heard it while I was on patrol. There's noise coming from the tunnel, and I think I don't know if they're still here, but we need to check out the tunnel. There's something down there.
But I can hear
No,
that.
the goblins came through there. They chased us all the way back to the village. It sounds like they're trying to break through the tunnel.
Shit!
Do any of you speak Draconic?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay.
None of them
I
understand
speak
this.
common
Only
and
you
primordial.
understand.
Okay,
But
cool.
you managed to get the last spike in, and the wall has now crumbled in front of. So there is a way forward. You don't have to stay here, but you do hear this.
Come on, we gotta keep going, guys.
Hear this.
Am I still like semi-pinned down by javelins that I'm just kind of like...
No, I mean the ground. The ground has to be thick enough to support people still walking across
Like,
it.
they're
yeah.
poking through. They're not like hitting you.
Yeah, you're seeing like
okay.
the tips of spears.
Mhm.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
This isn't like they like came down through and you have to like walk through them like a
Got
Indiana
it.
Jones spike trap.
Cool.
You just know that there are people above.
I'm just going to gesture to be quiet
Okay.
and for my party to move forward with me.
Okay. So when you come to the other side,
I have a question.
yeah, go ahead.
Could they potentially see the light from Jarl's rope through the ground? If like the holes the spears made.
Unless they put their eye like right up to the ground.
Okay,
I
just
mean,
wanted to make
'cause
sure.
it's like any other hole that you guys have made. It's gonna fill in because the mirror is just muck and mud,
Mhm.
so it's not gonna like stay there.
Okay.
But you do go through to the other side, and you see there are branches here. One of them is sealed off, like the one that you just came out of. And then there's an open one that goes in another direction.
Jarl, which way? The closed off one or the open one?
Not sure. See, when we chased lizard folk away, Jarl was at the back, and Jarl thought the other goblins had it handled. So Jarl ran about this far, and then went back to guard the cave, as is Jarl's job.
So, what do you guys want to do here? We have nobody else who knows how to get to.
God, I want Spruce to die so I can play Jarl.
Jarl the
So-
goblin.
Jarl's amazing.
First thing
Jarl
says
is a
she
disaster. but-
she lets the rest of her party know what they said before
Oh,
they
okay.
move on.
Yeah.
And then Sona also wants to say, regardless what we do, I would like to take point since I don't need light to see.
Did they really say it with that accent?
Well,
I've only learned it from
imitating it.
my
real
parents.
quick, real quick. Do you guys think if the cave here leads to the castle we're looking for, do we want to ditch Jarl
Oh,
and talk to the lizard folk?
Jarl will say, "Oh no, this does not lead to castle."
No, we're in lizardman territory now.
The cave leads to the road.
Castle is in Neverwinter Wood. We came here for them, and he gestures to Sildar over his shoulder. We are here for them.
Why?
We were told. Clark told us we needed to be here, and we listened to Clark. Sildar is also surprised by this, by the way. Whenever he gestures at him and says, "We are here for them," like, he is also surprised by this.
Okay, so show of hands. Do we want to try our luck with the lizard people? Sona, if you can understand them, maybe you could communicate with them to help us get out of here.
I could
They-
certainly try.
And they are probably smarter than this goblin.
Oh no, that's just mean.
I mean, I'm just going off what he's been saying.
I mean, look at this cute face.
Jarl does have like very big eyes.
I'm imagining her doing that, like squishing
Like-
his, like
like-
squishing it. She's like squishing his face, but he's on me. So she's just like kneeled down in front of me, squeezing a goblin. It's like,
Look at this cute face.
okay.
Oh, and Jarl's playing it up. Jarl's absolutely going with this because he can understand what you're saying and he's the way to live. So he's absolutely 100% going
We could
like,
try
full
talking.
puppy dog eyes.
We could try talking to them. If the castle's in Neverwinter Wood, at least we know that much.
You know,
He doesn't,
quick
he doesn't seem-
question.
he doesn't seem to know anything else.
I know we're trying to find this place, but oh my gosh, Spruce! I just had a complete blank. Spruce,
Yeah, what's
you
up?
still have that package we're supposed to deliver?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay.
I've had it the whole time. I just don't mention it a lot because it doesn't seem that important to bring up in average conversation.
It's just a random. It just came to me.
Just making sure.
Continue.
Making sure so the DM doesn't screw us.
I mean, it's really up to you. Like, if you guys lose the package, that's on. I'm not going to force you to lose the package, except the one time when you clearly didn't have it on any of you.
Oh, yeah.
So
Entirely up to you.
what do you guys all think we should do?
I think
I
we
think
should follow the tunnel for the time being.
I was say, I think we follow the road with the least things in our way and see where that leads us. Keep Jarl around.
I would like to offer Jarl some rations.
I don't have a better idea.
Okay. Now, he's still, as far as I know, he's still pretty much tied up.
Oh yeah.
So you'll have to airplane the rations to him. If you're cool with that.
No, feed him like a mama bird. Just chew it
Oh,
up.
no, that's not. I don't even want to think about that. That's disgusting.
Wall on
Oh.
Reef's chest.
Don't
You
even.
have to remember, too, that his teeth are black glass, so
I hate this.
it's a nasty bite.
It's like I'm trying to play it off as Sona's kind of paying attention, but she's also kind of just doing her own thing.
Okay.
So we're going down the tunnel without the brick wall on it.
No, we're taking the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Fine.
And Sona, roll me another perception check, if you would.
Yes, Sona's on point, so we're behind, so she can sneak ahead, so she can see.
That's gonna be a 15.
Okay. You don't hear anything above you anymore, voices or otherwise, so you think whoever that was had moved away from the area. But you don't know where they went to. You suspect that there's some entrance to the tunnel they might be moving toward.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, I'm going to let you decide, as the person controlling your character, what your character thinks, because I think that's only fair. But
What?
as a DM giving you information, they are no longer standing above you.
Yeah.
Do with that what you will.
Yeah. Sona will take that into consideration. She will be prepared for the worst.
Okay.
Because the worst case is the most likely to occur.
So you continue moving down. Which path are you going for? There were
So you
two.
said-
There's
You
another
said
brick
there's
one.
there's
But we
another
said
brick
the one that's not bricked.
Path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Go
we'll
with
go
the
down the
flow.
way.
I love it.
I'd like to be ahead of the party,
Mm.
out of the light,
Okay.
however much that is, just so I'm ahead of them. So anything in front of me won't see the light until I see them. kind of
Just
thing.
a heads up. Just because you're in front of the light, that just means you're now backlit.
But it's a stunning figure. I mean, just an absolutely stunning figure.
I'm just saying, like in a straight tunnel with nowhere to hide,
Oh, that's true.
you're not really in a better situation.
Okay, then I'll just say at the front. Have my
Okay.
bow ready.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you continue on down this tunnel. And it goes for a little ways. I won't bore you guys describing more of what you've pretty much already seen. But as you approach what may be the end of the tunnel, because you do feel sort of almost like a breeze coming through the tunnel after a while. You smell fresh air. You think you're coming to the end of it. You do see that it's less mud and more stone. Kind of like this was basically built into the back of a naturally occurring cave. And you do see small branching paths going on. As you look into them, roll me a perception.
All of us?
Whoever wants to look down the tunnel.
I can't see, so.
20.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah,
18.
you can see down the tunnels away. What'd you get?
18.
18. Okay. I mean, Reef, you have a light, so you can see well. They're not like super deep tunnels. You think that this is just like a small cave complex that loops back in on itself a ton. So you don't think that these like branch off to other parts of the mirror. You just think that you've kind of hit like whatever this was built from. This is what was here originally, just like all these small caves and stuff. I will say that with the 20, you do see down some of the like baskets. It's kind of like, did you ever go to Hale Farm and Village, or like any old house? Have you ever been in any old house with like an old cellar in it, like an old spring cellar?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, here's a fun history lesson for you. In old houses, they didn't have any way to keep their food cold, and so they would frequently build them like over top of a spring, and then that spring kept everything cold. So it was like a natural refrigerant, and you think that it's pretty cool in this cave, and you think that that's kind of playing with whatever these like pots and baskets you see laying in these tunnels are. You think it's sort of like a natural freezer for the stuff in here.
Can I look in some of the pots and baskets?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you would have seen him, I would have pointed it out to him. Just saying.
Whenever you look inside, you see dried fish. You see preserves of some kind. You don't know what kind of preserves, but whatever's available around here, you imagine. Some of them have some kind of like algae in them. Food stuff, just like simple storage. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
But as you keep going, which I assume you guys are, you start to see natural light coming in. It's definitely sun up by now. You guys have been moving for quite a while. And when you left the Goblin Cave, it was definitely like morning. So you start to approach this spot, and you see light kind of coming around the corner and shining onto the cave wall. What would you like to do?
Say that last part again? I'm sorry.
It was just me saying, what would you like to do, but trailing off in a mysterious and intriguing way.
I'm just going to keep walking.
ASMRing on do. Or getting buzzed. I don't know. One of those two things happened at the end.
I'm just going to walk until we get out.
Once we reach like wherever it is that exits, I want to attempt to peek and see what I see.
Okay. So the exit is kind of like the exit that was at the end tunnel, where it's sort of shrouded in greenery, and you see like shrubbery, bushes, sort of guarding the entrance.
I can't say anything past that.
I mean, your vision is obscured by the greenery, but if you want to sneak out into the bushes, maybe.
I would like to do that. I would like to sneak into the bushes.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
A lot.
A lot? Okay.
26.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, you're able to make and bushes, very little trouble. And what you see beyond that is you see a little ways away through a few more mangrove trees, you see a clearing. And in that clearing, you see low buildings. And they're kind of done in the style of, if you've ever seen a longhouse,
Yes.
like the Pacific Northwest kind of longhouse, or even the ones here in Ohio. They're just kind of like, you take tree, like split wood, and you just sort of bend it to make a roof. And then there's sort of like low walls. You see a lot of that. There are several buildings that look similar to them. There are a couple that have sort of like logs, but they're stacked to... It looks like purposely they have gaps in them. And you see... I want to call them giant wooden caltrops. They're like that old style of wooden fence that's kind of like bare minimum protection, but worked really well in like medieval times.
I like wooden barricade.
Yeah, and there's like pikes, like sharpened spikes that kind of like face outward. It's sort of like a protective thing. And I don't know, that's maybe like 5 feet high. But you can see the tops of these buildings over top of it. And you kind of see not a path, but sort of like a well-worn trail leading through a hole in this fence.
Why do I feel like this is the Goblin's castle?
I doubt it.
It's not. This is lizard man territory.
This is the lizard folk village, probably.
Oh shit, yeah, lizard folk. Okay.
I will retell everything I see to my party.
Okay, excellent.
Do we have a reason not to go talk to them?
I point at what's on your chest.
He's tied up and can be killed with one stab to the head. Fine.
No, Jarl.
I didn't say I didn't say we were going to kill you, Jarl. I'm just saying you're not a threat right now.
Jarl would like to point out, Jarl, is, a fan of lizard folk. Jarl, for Jarl's part, wishes that, goblins could have worked with lizard folk. That is why Jarl only half-heartedly chased them down the tunnel.
Insight check.
Jarl's heart wasn't in it.
Insight check.
You don't even need to. His cowardice. He's just a coward. I love it.
I don't. I mean, if he's that okay with them, maybe it'd be fine. That's what happens when you roll a 2.
I love it.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, Jarl's a really good guy, actually.
Like, even with my wisdom, it's a 4.
All right. How about this? How about instead, maybe one or two of us scout out ahead and see if anyone's around. If there's a way that we can just get back to the road without having to go through the lizard people. It's just.
I mean, we might be able to talk to them. Get a decent place to sleep for the night.
Would we want to talk to them?
Can you all roll me stealth checks while you're standing here talking?
Do we have a reason not to? We haven't done anything to them.
I mean, we haven't done anything to them, but I don't see a reason why we need to talk to them. Not
Shit,
natural
mine's kind of cocked. Can I re-roll?
Sure.
A natural 20.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay.
15. Somehow.
Interesting. Okay.
So
Good job.
19.
19. All right.
23.
Excellent. Proceed with your conversation.
It's like we haven't done anything to them. We don't know what kind of people they are. We could at least try to talk to them.
I still don't understand.
They haven't attacked us.
Well, here's our options, really. We can try to sneak through there, but with all 6 of us, sorry, y'all. With all 6 of us trying to sneak through there, that's not going to be easy. If we just try to walk through and be honest and forthright with what's going on, I think that's the bet. Just say, hey, we fell down a tunnel in the mirror. We followed it out, and this is where we are. It's not really a lie. It's just, we're leaving out a bunch of middle bits.
Maybe leave out the dragon.
I wasn't
May-
going to mention it.
Would I have learned anything about lizardmen in my life?
I mean, they're not common in the Feywild.
Yeah.
Roll me like a nature check.
Nope.
Do I know anything about lizard folk being a local?
I have an 8.
Um,
I didn't realize I have a +4 to nature.
you can roll me. Yeah, we'll go with nature check.
Yeah.
See how well the druid does on the nature check.
11.
11. Lizard folk don't really approach Waterdeep. They tend to live in swamps. You know that.
Yeah.
Um,
I was mostly wondering if I'd like heard any stories.
not really. Lizard folk don't tend to interact often with the outside world.
Okay.
That being said, all kinds of people do come to Waterdeep. And occasionally there are lizard folk adventurers. But you haven't met any, so you don't really know what to make of it.
Yeah. I mean, mostly I hear they keep to themselves, so I mean, I feel like if they had ill will, they'd probably be out there raiding, road every day, but that clearly doesn't happen, so
No, that was the goblins.
I figure
And
at
the
least...
goblins don't like you guys.
And we made friends with the goblin, so I feel like we can make friends with the lizard folk just as easily.
Goblins did not raid road every day. Goblins raided road on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those aren't real days. Those aren't real days in the Forgotten Realm.
Yeah.
Goblins
and Thursdays.
raided road every other day.
I'm so glad you have a
See?
timetable.
Only every other day.
They were okay. All right. There's no point in
Every
arguing
other
this.
day.
And that's still a lot more than the lizard folk. So I feel like
Exactly. So
we're going to be fine.
I feel like we'll be fine here. We can at least go talk to them.
Sona speaks
Well,
Draconic. That's
I can go talk to him.
well.
She's
she
gonna
speaks-
have to translate
She
for
speaks
us.
lizard folk, so that's good.
Okay.
I mean, maybe they speak the common tongue. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never.
For the
met one.
record, Sildar is absolutely down for speaking with them.
Thank you.
He's like, diplomacy is the key to any interaction. Speaking as someone who has worked for nearly 10 years with the Lord's Alliance, diplomacy is key with anyone.
Yeah. See.
Respecting culture, diplomacy, understanding the hierarchy, all things, as long as those are understood, anything is possible.
I like this guy.
I like him too. He's actually a very nice man. So
Let's go. Let's go. I mean, well, best case scenario, we don't even talk to him. We just get to walk right through. It'll be fine.
All right.
no, just stroll right through. Walking with purpose does a lot.
Yeah, we'll just wait.
We'll
Do we have the
walk with
clipboards and
confidence.
we get some hard hats, some clipboards, and we just walk right through there with purpose. You can get anywhere with a hard hat.
Inspector.
I'm just saying, you can get anywhere with a hard hat and clip.
Swamp inspectors, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a thing.
Man, if I was a more clever character, that's what I'd be doing. If I was a bard,
Yes,
I'd be ready. Yeah.
I'm sure
I'm here
that
from
this is
the,
what we're missing.
Let's-
I'm here from the Longhouse Investigation Bureau. Make sure you're up to code out here. I might need you to answer a few
Why are
questions
you-
for me.
Why are you some weird combination of Jersey and Canada?
That's
No,
called
it's just like a
Minnesota.
Midwest. I was saying, it's just
So,
like a Midwestern
are you guys-
accent.
It sounded
you
like
guys-
some weird Jersey accent that spoke Canadian.
No.
What are you guys doing? Are you walking?
We're going
for
to the village.
What's the action?
We're gonna go to the village with Sona leading the way, since she can actually talk to these.
And
Yeah,
I
she's
have
Excellent.
a lizard, so
a million
And that's
And-
that's assuming it's a lizard folk village.
we don't know. Could be people.
Yeah, we don't know.
Could be humans.
It could be.
Oh, the
So you
humans
guys
are worse.
You guys walk out of the cave, headed toward the village, and as soon as you all step out, Each of you has a spear pointed at your back. And Sona, you hear in Draconic a man say,
I love that this immediately followed up Sildar's like, diplomacy is the best in all things.
Yeah.
Walks out spear.
And a lizard folk says, you are not welcome. Now you will be judged.